Welcome, everybody, and happy holidays. This is the Jim Master Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Celebrity Talk Show series coming at you from the United States and the New York area. We thank you very much for watching and celebrating with us here all the extraordinary conversations that we have as we are bringing back the lost art of conversation and style here on the Jim Master Show Live series. You can always binge watch all the past episodes. They're all available here for you. We are so excited and honored and delighted to have an extraordinary Hollywood icon, a very, very classy individual, somebody who's extraordinarily talented and gifted in so many areas, including as an actress and a singer extraordinaire. The incomparable Ann-Margret is my guest here exclusively on the Jim Master Show Live series. And I know many people are very, very excited about that, as are we. And she's joining us from her home in Beverly Hills, California. And we are very honored to have her here. Going to have her on in just a second. First, I want to remind you of her extraordinary career. She has been performing for a long time and delighting audiences on television and film and stage and so much more. Swedish-American actress, singer, and dancer whose professional name is Ann-Margret. She became famous for starring roles in Bye Bye Birdie and Viva Las Vegas, The Cincinnati Kid, Carnal Knowledge, and Tommy. Later career included character roles in Grumpy Old Men with Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, Any Given Sunday, The Santa Claus 3, and The Breakup. She has won 5 Golden Globe Awards, has been nominated for 2 Academy Awards, 2 Grammy Awards, a Screen Actors Guild Award, 6 Emmy Awards. In 2010, she won her first Emmy Award for a guest appearance on Law and Order SVU. She was born in Stockholm, and she's really somebody very special to all of us. We're so excited to have her here. Her father worked in the United States during his youth, which was something quite special because she ended up coming over here with her mother. Her father worked in the United States during his youth and moved there again in 1942, working for the Johnson Electrical Company, while his wife and daughter stayed behind. And then Ann-Margret and her mother moved to the United States and joined all of us here back in November of 1946. Her father took her to Radio City Music Hall in New York City on the day they arrived, and they settled just outside Chicago, Illinois. She became a naturalized citizen in the United States in 1949 and took her first dance lessons at the Marjorie Young School of Dance, showing natural ability from the start. And she mimicked all the steps, and her parents were very supportive, and her mother handmade all her costumes as well. And Margaret's mother was a funeral parlor receptionist, and her father had suffered a severe injury on the job. And while a teenager, Ann-Margret was on the Morris B. Sachs Amateur Hour and Don McNeil's Breakfast Club and 10 Max Amateur Hour as well. And through high school, she graduated from the New Trier High School in Illinois, and she continued to star in theatricals, and she attended Northwestern University, where she was a member of the sorority, and she also was part of a group known as the Subtle Tones. They performed at a Chicago nightclub and then went to Las Vegas for a Promise Club date, which, of course, then that takes a turn as things come along for her. They plugged ahead in Los Angeles, and through her agent at the time, secured club dates in Newport Beach and Reno. And she had a chance encounter with Marilyn Monroe, who was on vacation for the Misfits. And she noticed the striking girl in a crowd of onlookers, then chatted privately with her, offering her encouragement as well. And somebody else that was very instrumental in her life, in the early years and early on, is somebody that, of course, we have always admired and always revered. And that is this fine gentleman right here, Mr. George Burns, who also recognized Ann-Margret's extraordinary talent. And, of course, she made her name in Las Vegas and then, of course, Los Angeles as well, and Hollywood. And of course, you probably remember this. Ann-Margret, I Just Don't Understand. This hit the top 20 Billboard Top 100 charts. Yep, as much a fabulous actress, a wonderful singer as well. That led to then fabulous movie roles coming her way, including working with Bette Davis in A Pocketful of Miracle, and that was really something special as well. And working with Pat Boone in State Fair, and as I mentioned, look at all the names on this fabulous poster: Ann-Margret, Dick Van Dyke, Janet Leigh, Maureen Stapleton, Bobby Rydell, Bobby Birdie, of course, a classic, and she was extraordinary in that role. And I guess this is bringing back a lot of memories for our viewers watching. And then, of course, came Viva Las Vegas with the incomparable Elvis Presley. You may remember we just had Elvis's cousin Donna Presley on our show recently. We had an extraordinary conversation about Presley family and Elvis as well. And there they are in Viva Las Vegas, Ann-Margret and Elvis. Some wonderful shots we have here. Then, of course, went with Cincinnati Kid. This is back in '65 with Steve McQueen, another phenomenal actor. And Carnal Knowledge, Jack Nicholson, Candice Bergen, Art Garfunkel. That's a Mike Nichols film. She starred in that as well. As I mentioned, with Roger Daltrey in Tommy. She was in Grumpy Old Men with one of my favorite actors, Jack Lemmon. And, of course, the unbelievably witty Walter Matthau. Yeah, there they are. Look at the expressions on all three of them. And of course, here she is in the Kaminsky Method with the one and only Alan Arkin, another extraordinary actor. This is Any Given Sunday in '99. Santa Claus 3. Yes, she was in that as well. Again, she's been a part of our lives, a part of entertainment, a part of the arts for a long time. She continues to leave her mark in The Breakup as well, too. And this is very exciting, folks. She has released her album, which is really something very special. We're going to talk about that as well. This is Ann-Margret, Born to Be Wild, and this is a collection of fabulous rock and roll duets. And this is something that is available. We're going to talk about this in just a second. I also want to let you know, too, that she has, which we are going to be spotlighting, and we're very excited that Justin Chambers is going to be joining us as well. He starred in Grey's Anatomy and also The Offer, brilliant actor. He'll be coming towards the latter part of our conversation. Ann-Margret has a spectacular new perfume out, limited edition, and it is not only a spectacular perfume, everybody, but this is for a very special reason. All profits go to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, and it's a spectacular scent. There is the website there. We're going to talk more about this. This is fresh, exciting, hot off the presses, and you'll be able to order yours as well. It's very popular. Because she's had this wonderful relationship with the military, and she would go over with Bob Hope and many other well-known celebrities, and she would perform and sing the USO and so much more. And she has such great respect for the military, and she gives back. So I think it's such a beautiful thing that she's doing. And you're going to want to get the perfume for sure. She also has a real love of motorcycles, and there she is with Roger, of course, her husband. And this is a very special day today, actually, that we're doing this show live. She'll tell you about that in just a second. But she is an absolute motorcycle aficionado. I love her. There she is on the pink Harley. Absolutely. And she's also had a wonderful friendship with which we did a feature special on, celebrating the life of Tina Turner. And that was something special too, the relationship that she had with another beloved icon of music and so much more, Tina Turner. This is just the short list, folks, of her extraordinary career. We're just scratching the surface. I see all the comments coming in. I just wanted to refresh your memory of some of the extraordinary things that she's been a part of. An iconic figure in the arts and entertainment and in Hollywood. And she is joining us here with her Christmas wreath behind her from her lovely home in Beverly Hills, California. Won't you join me in welcoming Hollywood icon, legendary actress and singer, Ann-Margret, to the Jim Master Show Live. And
hi there.
There you are.
How are you doing?
Honor and a pleasure. You've got the Christmas wreath and the gold curtains. It is beautiful, that sight.
I'm exhausted by all the things that you've been talking about. Egad.
You know what? I laugh. You know why? Because Ruta Lee was just on the show a couple of weeks ago, and I
Yes,
did an introductory biographical look at her life, kind of like
yes.
this. And she, with her dry wit, she goes, "Oh my God, Jim, that was the best damn obituary I've had in years. If that time ever comes, I'm calling you." Oh
Oh,
boy. How are you, and happy holidays? You and I were just talking that Christmas is a very special time for you. You love the holidays just like I do.
oh my gosh, yes. This is my favorite time of year. And today, actually, was Roger's birthday, December
Yes.
18th. Yes.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. So it's very, and there you guys are on the
There we
motorcycle,
are, folks.
right? Oh, that's such a great shot. When was that taken? When was that taken?
Oh my gosh. This was actually taken in outside of London.
Oh boy, wow.
Yeah, we were doing a special over there.
That's such a great, and I mentioned a good segue. You absolutely love motorcycles, and you've had a love affair with them for decades, right?
Yes, my uncle Kalle, my mother's brother, when I was growing up, still living in Sweden, he had this fabulous motorcycle. And of course, he took me around and I was on the back and I thought, wow, I really love this. And so, of course, when I was an adult, I don't know if I'm really an adult, uh, but I got myself one. It was actually given to me and by this wonderful gentleman in Minnesota. Uh, I love speed. I
Yeah.
love, you know, having the wind in my hair and
Mm.
all this, and rain and snow,
Yes, right.
whatever. Yeah, I'm a
That's
happy person.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And that's reflected in all of the work too. You're so extraordinary at everything you do. You take the challenge on and you just knock it out of the park with so many things. And of course, with it starting, with music initially, with this Billboard charting album, the song I Just Don't Understand. What a great opportunity early on for you, Anne, huh?
Oh, dear. When I see all the things that I've done, and when I
Oh,
hear you,
yeah.
I I'm exhausted.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Really
When you
exhausted.
look back, you just it's amazing the amount of things that you took on, and just it's a testament to your professionalism and the desire the public has for you and for your product, which I think is fantastic. Pocket full of miracles. This with Bette Davis playing her daughter. This was quite an extraordinary opportunity early on as well, wasn't it?
And that young man, uh, he had never done a film before. Peter,
Yeah.
uh, he was really from a banking family. I have
Ah,
a
yeah.
feeling that he went back to that. That was really what he wanted to do.
Yeah. Leading, of course, to working with the incomparable Pat Boone and State Fair, Rogers and Hammerstein State Fair, another fabulous film.
And I nibbled his shoulder. I nibbled on his left shoulder.
You did. And
Oh, yes.
was that was
Oh,
that was that the first on-screen kiss for you at that time with Pat on?
I think so.
Yeah. So it was a kiss and a nibble.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that is fantastic. And then, of course, working with all of these other iconic individuals in Bye Bye Birdie. I mean, Janet Leigh, Dick Van Dyke, who just turned 98. CBS is doing a wonderful
Yes.
special. I have to ask you, I love all the folks. Bobby Rydell, I had an opportunity to meet him in New York City. He was
Oh,
extraordinary, such a nice guy. Maureen
oh, I
Stapleton
loved
and
him. Yes, she was
Bobby
great.
Rydell was really amazing, such a
Yes,
nice guy. But
yes.
what was it like, since it's the week they're celebrating him, what was it like working with Dick Van Dyke?
Well, I mean, he's such a talented gentleman. He has always been,
Yeah.
Just top gun.
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him. And he's a
98.
very healthy man.
98. I tell you,
Yes.
he's dancing and he's
Yes.
exercising. He goes to the gym 3 days a week. It's extraordinary. And that was a wonderful performance in, Bye Bye Birdie. You were extraordinary in that. And
Thank you.
people just really started to pay even more attention to your extraordinary talents. And of course, leading to Viva Las Vegas with Elvis. That was another extraordinary opportunity for you too, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. I had never met him before. And actually, I really had never seen him perform before. So when we got together and I had done Bye Bye Birdie, it was directed by George Sidney. And he directed Viva Las Vegas also. So I was really happy and just really comfortable.
And you guys were terrific together.
We just seemed to move
Yes.
the same kind of way. And we loved music. We loved our parents. It was a great time.
A very, very, very special time, and an iconic movie that people still enjoy watching. Cincinnati Kid with gone too soon, but a brilliant actor.
Yes.
Steve McQueen, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And of course, he loved motorcycles. So
Yes,
when
he
I
did.
came into work, I guess I was at MGM on a motorcycle. He says, "All right," and I said, "They're really giving me problems. They don't like me coming to work on the motorcycle." He says, "It's that's their job to worry. You just keep coming in."
That's it. Let them take care of it, and you keep doing what you got to do. Yeah, he was really a force, and that was
Yes.
another fabulous one. Carnal Knowledge too, with an extraordinary cast there: Jack Nicholson, Candice Bergen, Art Garfunkel, and of course yourself. A Mike Nichols film. That was another terrific one to be involved in too.
I have been so blessed.
Yes, huh?
It's hard for me to believe
Just
how blessed I have been.
And we are so happy because you took on all these fabulous roles with your wit and wisdom and beauty inside and out, Ann-Margret. And, you have such a iconic discography, filmography, televisionography. It's really extraordinary. And that's why I think people just love hearing from you and hearing what you're doing and supporting you in what you do. Here you are with Roger Daltrey and Tommy. That was another iconic role.
Tommy, can you hear me?
Yes, exactly. I love the way you did that. That's another great. And of course, we'd be remiss if we did not mention you working. One of my favorite actors of all time, mentioned Dick Van Dyke, and another, Jack Lemmon. Boy, when he was in The Out of Towners with Sandy Dennis, that was so hilarious and so much more. And you were with Jack and Walter Matthau and Grumpy Old Men.
Oh, man.
What a fabulous pairing.
Oh man, Shelitz. I had such a good time. And Jack Lemmon, played extraordinary piano.
Oh, yes, he did.
And
yes.
of course, Walter.
Yeah.
Oh, he loved to get me crazy. He loved to shout.
Yeah.
I mean, the things he said, Walter, stop it.
Walter, that's it. Back to work, Walter, right? He would get you when you least expect it. Yeah.
Oh, I remember when we were in Minnesota It was snowing outside, and we were doing, we had been doing close-ups of me, and there is Walter, and he's making faces at me. Walter, stop it! Of course, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He probably did it even more. I
Yes,
don't.
he did.
He did it even more, which
Yes.
is that is funny. The Kaminsky Method is another brilliant role. Alan Arkin, Michael Douglas. That was an
Yes.
extraordinary performance as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. Again, what I think is so wonderful is the depth and variety of roles that you've been gifted and that you've taken the gift and run with. Any Given Sunday, another fabulous one too, a little bit more recent, and also Santa Claus 3 with Alan Arkin again, which I tell you, huh? He was amazing, wasn't he?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful memories, huh?
I mean, there's another one.
Yeah.
He would be talking to me, and he would be telling me stories, and of course, just cracking me up. And then I realized, oh, it's my turn. Okay. And I have to forget what he was saying to me. Oh,
That is, I love that. I love your reactions to these things. I know they're warm memories of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears for the good of all of us. The breakup, another one, you were in that as well. I mean, there isn't anything that you weren't in. And one thing, I want to talk about the perfume, but real quickly, you've had a wonderful, and we celebrated her when she passed. She was another brilliant icon, a wonderful friendship with Tina Turner, right?
yes.
She was quite special, and you've performed together and more. What was that relationship and friendship like for you and Tina Turner?
Well, I had always been such an admirer of hers, and to work with her, we just laughed.
Yeah.
We just had a great time.
She was a bundle of energy, wasn't she?
Oh my gosh, yes. And well, she invited Roger and me over for dinner, and then I invited her over for dinner, and it was she deserved every single, what is it I'm trying to say?
Like an accolade.
Every single
All
accolade,
the respect.
every respect that was offered to her.
Yeah.
She deserved everything.
Yeah.
Because she was very special, just such a good human being.
Yeah.
And we laughed a lot.
Yeah, which is the key, right? Which is the key.
Sure is.
Through all the deep and meaningful moments when you can laugh. We talk about that a lot on the show.
Yes.
It's an absolutely beautiful thing to be able to do that. We call it levity, love and levity put together is levity. Yeah. Isn't that something? I slipped up on.
This is a lot of levity.
Exactly. You said it just right. Well, in the beginning of the series, I said the show has a lot of light, love, and levity. And one time I said it too fast, and out came the word levity. And when I said that word, the audience jumped on it and they said, "We love that word. You're now Mr. Levity, and this is Levity Hall, and we're your Levity Squad, and the guests are part of the Levity family." And I said, "I levity that." The world needs more of that
too.
I tell you, the world needs more of that. And
oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah. You've been providing a lot of it through your work. And here's some levity in action. Your commitment to the troops, to the military, going over with Bob Hope and so many others. And thank you for your commitment that continues today. Tell us about how this began for you and why it's so important for you, and all the times that you were able to go overseas to really inspire and entertain the troops who were there to provide freedom and protection and the life that we are so blessed to have here.
I just have such a respect for the men and women of the military. I always have had. What can I say? I went to Vietnam in 1966 with Johnny Rivers and his bassist and drummer, and then in '68 I went over with Bob Hope, and there were like 50 or 60.
That's right.
And all the profits from this perfume, they go to the men and women veterans memorial fund.
That is such a beautiful thing that you're doing, and we're showing it on the screen, and there's the website and how to get it. I know in doing my research, and we've always had, growing up, my parents, our family have had these beautiful flowers around the house, and it's gardenia. That's one of your favorites, right? Gardenia. You love the scent of the gardenia?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
right.
that's my favorite flower.
And that sort of inspired this in a way, right? Gardenia with other special ingredients to create this unique scent, right?
Yes, there's gardenia, rose, and lang lang.
Wow. That is beautiful. Now, I have to tell you, my mother has worked she's since retired, 33 years for Estee Lauder Cosmetic Corporation in
Say
New
hello
York.
to him for me.
Absolutely. And my mother, knowing all the different scents, having worked with Estee Lauder all those years,
Yes.
absolutely loves the scent of your perfume.
Oh, good. That makes me happy.
Absolutely. It is really something quite special. So when you put it together, how long ago did you come up with the idea to have this fabulous perfume available for everybody? And again, with all the profits going to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Was this something?
My pal, Justin Chambers, who did 15 years on
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy, yes.
Yes, great actor.
Yeah. And he sure is cute.
So you guys paired up, right? You paired up?
Yeah, he came up. He wanted, he at one point was the face of a perfume, a cologne.
Men's cologne, yeah.
Yes. And then he came up with, like 25 years ago, he came up with the idea that he wanted to make a perfume in my name.
Wow.
So
then approached you.
Oh!
And there he is with a hug too.
There he is.
Hey.
Right on cue.
How are you?
There he is, Justin Chambers. There he is.
Yay!
With those really cool shades he's got on. I like that.
Aren't they? Yeah.
I love it. Hey,
How are
Justin.
you doing?
Happy holidays to you. And
This man is so busy. His mother would say, busy.
Yeah.
Such a busy man. He does 8 million things at the same time.
always going, right? Which is what it's all about in these crazy industries.
It's hard to hit a moving target.
Right. So
Okay.
how did you guys link up? Obviously, you're friends, but you've put together this fabulous perfume for a very, very important reason. How did this whole relationship and friendship begin, Justin?
This began from a pilot that we did together.
Right.
It became a series, right? Your series, it became Four Corners.
I think it lasted 2 weeks.
It lasted, I think we shot like 9 episodes, but they aired them all. I think they did it really quickly. And it was the makers of Dallas, David Jacobs and Michael Filerman and some other people. And it was sort of like Dallas. She was the matriarch, and she had a ranch, and it was just trials and tribulations of family. And
he's much better at talking than I am.
I was her ranch hand.
You were the ranch hand, right?
Very good friends from that, and that was many years ago now. It's 20, over 25 years ago.
Wow.
26 years ago.
Wow.
Isn't it amazing? Time really flies, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
Even driving here to the house, I was just like, there's just such a good spirit about Ann-Margret, just what she's all about, her friends and the love and the holiday time. She decorates her house. She goes all out. I mean, you played Grandma Claus, Mrs. Claus?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
She did. That's right. Exactly.
And I was thinking on the drive, I'm like, I've been coming here for 25 years.
Yes.
I get excited to come to the house.
So then you come up with the idea of a perfume and you approach Ann-Margret about it.
Yeah.
Tell us about that and your background in that area too, which some people might not realize, Justin.
Yeah, around in the late 90s, I'd done a campaign for a cologne for Calvin Klein, and I had gotten the idea from that. And we were friends, and so we talked about it off and on throughout the years, but finally it came to fruition, and we're here, and I'm honoring her, but we're honoring the vets, and it's a great fragrance, and we pulled some friends in to help us make this happen, and here we are.
Justin, obviously the world loves Ann-Margret, and she's been such a blessing to us all with her fabulous way about her in so many different ways. It's unique. What is it like having a wonderful friendship with somebody as extraordinary and beautiful inside and out as Ann-Margret?
Well, it's very rare, especially at a time like this. And for somebody who's as accomplished as she is, to really have integrity and loyalty and a passion for what she does. And to know someone with that much kind of talent, singer, dancer, actress, and part of American history.
You can sing and dance too.
No, I can't. American history is so short, and Hollywood is such an impactful part of American history.
It is. Absolutely. Yeah. We'd be remiss not to ask you quick, what was it like working on Grey's Anatomy all those years? Huh?
It was a great job. I'm so grateful and blessed to have that job. 16 seasons I did, and they're still running. I mean, that Grey's has its own universe. Yeah. And it's still going strong, and I'm excited for them, and I'm just grateful to have had a job.
Absolutely. Yeah. A show that runs that long. And of course, being involved in so many other projects and shows and so much more, over the years as well, which is fantastic. I want to show again on the screen the perfume itself, because it's something quite special. And, this is really congratulations to you both for putting this together. There is the website. It's Ann-MargretPerfume.com. It's a limited edition, folks, and it really is absolutely incredible. All the profits are going to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, which is something really, really special. What was it like putting it together? You mix in those ingredients, getting that certain unique scent. What was that like doing that? We working in the labs and everything?
A little bit. Suzette Irvin, who by chance happened to work on that same very show that we did 28 years ago, how many years ago, she was really instrumental in making this happen and working with laboratories and perfumers. And she would bring scents, different vials, and Margaret would smell and kind of tweak it and find what she enjoyed. And so that's
amazing.
I remember having the like 50 small little bottles.
And just sort of sampling and seeing.
Yes, right.
Well, it's something, it's not only a wonderful thing for people to have, but also it's a beautiful thing that the two of you put together that really remembers the sacrifices made by those who are out there doing their thing and have done their thing for our way of life, for our freedom and everything that we, these blessings that we have. And Margaret, when you look at your life, what are some of those continued blessings and joys in your life that keep you so creative, connected, and out there still doing as you connect with all of us?
Well, I don't know. I have a great deal of energy. As my pal here has known, I'm just basically like a happy person, and especially this time of year, to give thanks for all the blessings that we all have had. And I'm so glad I met this guy. He's my pal.
Yeah.
Many, many years.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you, Justin? What are the blessings in your life that
Oh my
continue?
God, there's so many. Christmas itself to me is a blessing.
Yeah.
You know, I got a king, so I follow him, and I'm very grateful for the holidays and family and people coming together and just enjoying each other.
And he has 5 wonderful kids.
5 now. Wow. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's fabulous. Huh? So they keep you busy.
They keep me busy.
Yeah.
I mean, they've all moved out now, so
Yeah.
they're doing their thing. But
And Margaret, you have some little ones that are going to be coming to visit you too for the holidays, right?
Oh, there's going to be a full house.
Yes.
I think they're probably 15 or 20.
Oh, that's fantastic.
We're trying to figure out where everybody's going
Right.
to be.
You and I were
Yeah.
chatting before we went live on the air. Of course, you hail from the beautiful country of Sweden. And I just wanted to show our viewers my great-grandmother, my mother's grandma, Hilma Halverson. There she is. She hails from Sweden. And she's there regal with her posture. She used to teach all the kids, my mother said, posture by having them walk with a book on their head. She hails from Göteborg, and she was a princess and grew up in a castle that still exists there. And then they came over from Boston to Boston. And then she had my grandmother, Esther, and then the other kids. And then they had my grandmother had my mother, but 15 children before my mother. My mother's the youngest of 16. I know. You're bowled over. Ann-Margret is bowled
Oh my
over.
goodness.
well, you must have a ton of cousins.
There's a lot of cousins.
Yeah, but a lot of relatives.
A lot of relatives, yes. But do you recognize that stance that she has, great grandma Hilma? The
That's
Swedish
very
stance?
strong and
Yes.
proud.
Yes, of her Swedish heritage for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. This is a blessing. I know you guys are very busy with all that you're doing. This really was a little trip down memory lane with your career, and I welcome you back anytime, Ann-Margret. And Justin, I would love to have you on as a guest because I would love to celebrate your career and the cool things that you're working on and have worked on. That would be an honor and a pleasure as well, because what we do here are not interviews. We do conversations. It's warm, it's free flowing, and we have a good time. And it's really an honor and pleasure. And I wish you continued success with the perfume. There it is, beautiful bottle and just really, really nice. And we encourage folks to get theirs. There again is the website is fantastic too. I love the website, and you've got it there. And it's available for order. And one other thing that we do have to mention, which is relatively fresh off the presses too, this, Ann-Margret, the album with all the rock and roll duets. How cool is this? Born to be Wild. we can't go without mentioning that because we want
even got Pete Townsend on there.
Isn't that cool?
Isn't that cool?
What? Tell us about this so people can go out and grab it, Ann-Margret. Congratulations.
Well, Pete Townsend, I did with, and he did one of the. See, he's good at talking. I'm not.
Yeah. Lots of good tunes on there, right? Lots of good tunes.
This is.
And it's all these fabulous rock and roll duets, and it's like one of the first releases in years, and it's exciting for fans, super fans too. We talk a lot about your fabulous films and television, but your fabulous singing voice and singing career as well. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That was a labor of love, and I believe it's available on Amazon and everywhere, where music is. And Margaret, Born to be Wild, and there you are on the motorcycle. It's a great cover.
Got Joe Perry.
It's on vinyl too. You can get it. You can also get it on vinyl, which is very retro and really cool.
Buzz tunes, wow! Buzz tunes, wow!
Isn't that great?
Oh,
Makes a great
oh
stocking
my.
stuffer, that and the perfume.
But just the fact of cutting a rock and roll album in your 80s, pretty amazing.
It's extraordinary, right?
Yeah.
It's you know, and you know, you may end up shopping one day there on the West Coast at Ralph's and see her pull up like that, you know, and that's Ann-Margret. And she, you know, it's really, and again, just quick, we're thinking of Roger today as well. You mentioned this is his birthday, so
yes.
we send you love and the family love, and we take a moment to remember wonderful Roger as well. And of course, I had mentioned somebody else that's really very instrumental, and that was George Burns, right?
George Burns.
Yeah, Mr. Burns.
Yes, he sort of spotted you as well, and there you guys are in Vegas, which was fantastic. And
I remember he always, "How you doing, Annie? How you doing?"
Look who we have here. Mr. George Burns is in the house, Ann-Margret. There he is. He's part of our show, and I usually show him towards the end. And my aunt, one of my mother's sisters, Aunt Lillian, collected dolls, the real collectible dolls. And when she passed, my aunt, oh my God, really? This is
like, a little club.
This is unbelievable. How did she whip out a George Burns so quickly? Oh my God, this is amazing. Wow, you are very intuitive. So from one George to the next. So she collected dolls, and then my cousin Barbara asked me when they were going through the things, would you like the George Burns collectible? And he's got the cigar and the glasses. I said, absolutely. So every once in a while he pops on. So I knew the whole George Burns connection. I said, George has got to be on. She's going to go wild for this. And then you have one. Oh, that's unbelievable. Now that is very special. Wow.
His head.
That is.
He saw you at Northwestern, right? Didn't he?
That is so cool. Very.
Yeah.
That is so cool. That is amazing. I tell you, we're all on the same wavelength, I think. Gang, Justin and Ann-Margret, very special, super talented people. I know you're very busy, so I don't want to take too much time. Hope to have you guys back. You're welcome. We'll keep the porch light on for you. I truly wish you nothing but continued success. I'll show everybody again how they can get the album, how they can get, of course, the perfume. Congratulations on all. Best of the holidays to you and your families. And thanks so much for stopping by the Jim Master Show.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. And I hope you enjoyed the time with me as much as I absolutely have with both of you.
Yes.
Thanks, Mr. Masters.
Oh, yes.
It was a blessing. Be well, gang. Merry Christmas.
You too.
Ann-Margret and Justin Chambers. We love you guys. Take care. All right. Here you go. Here is the information. Ann-Margret-perfume.com. How cool was that, right? Very busy time for them. So we're very, very honored to have the time that we did with Ann-Margret. And then I knew that Justin was going to be popping in. I didn't want to say anything because that was going to be a little surprise towards the latter part of the conversation. Justin, of course, you know, from a lot of TV series and so much more, most notably, almost some 16 years on Grey's Anatomy. And then, of course, in The Offer and so much more. So Justin popped in towards the latter part as a surprise bonus here on the Jim Masters Show Live series. And they have worked together on the perfume, he and Ann-Margret. And that's how it all came about. And it was quite special to have them both here on the show. You can see the friendship, the camaraderie, the respect they have for one another. And she and I had a nice chat before we went live on the air. She loves Christmas. She loves this time of the year. Her home is all decorated. You might have seen the wreath that was behind her as well, in between the gold curtains. But one of the cool things about this, again, is it's a limited edition perfume, and all the profits go to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund, which is so special. And again, as I mentioned, she was very instrumental on going overseas with so many icons, including the likes of Bob Hope and so many others. And she lent her support performing for the troops, USO, and so much more. And that's where her respect for the military came. And so when you do get her exclusive limited edition perfume, you're actually helping the fund as well, which is such a beautiful, beautiful thing. She has a great sense of humor. She's absolutely beautiful inside and out. This was such a treat. And also her husband, Roger Smith, this is his birthday today. At the time that we're doing this show, it is his birthday, which is something quite special. So there they are on the motorcycle. As I mentioned, she absolutely loves motorcycles. She still rides them. There's her pink Harley there. A wonderful friendship with Tina Turner. Got a chance to chat about that as well. And again, a part of so much Americana by Birdie, State Fair with Pat Boone, Pocketful of Miracles. She played the daughter of Bette Davis. And of course, this kicked it off early for her. Top 20 Billboard Top 100 charts. I Just Don't Understand This Fabulous Song. And there she is. And that led to, again, this iconic career with all these other fabulous things that came her way over the years. And of course, Viva Las Vegas, working with Elvis Presley, and that classic legendary movie, Cincinnati Kid, with Steve McQueen, who she had such great respect for. And look at all, I know you guys are going to dig these out of the archives, or you're going to rent these, or you're going to get the DVDs and watch them. Mike Nichols, of course, a brilliant producer and creator. And that was Carnal Knowledge. Tommy, Grumpy Old Men. I mean, as you look back, you're like, oh, that's right. I forgot she was in this and this and this, and the Kaminsky Method, and Any Given Sunday, and Santa Claus 3, and The Breakup. And of course, don't forget her album, which was just released. It's a collection of rock and roll duets with legends. And she's extraordinary. And you can get that at Amazon and everywhere else. And I even got a chance to show her my great-grandmother. That's Hilma from Sweden, Helverson. Of course, Ann-Margret, originally from Sweden. And she came over with her family. And yeah, you can see the posture, very proud woman. And she used to teach all the kids, my mother and all her sisters and brothers, posture by having them walk with a book on their head. Our very special guest, a Hollywood icon, a revered and celebrated legend, actress, singer, Ann-Margret, in this exclusive interview here on the Jim Masters Show Live Entertainment Lifestyle Celebrity Talk Show series, with a bonus guest of Justin Chambers here from Grey's Anatomy and The Offer and so much more. How cool was this? We're going to take a look at some of the comments coming in. And again, if you do want to get the perfume, it is available, and it's there for a fabulous reason and a fabulous cause. There it is, beautiful bottle with the labeling and everything else. Ann-Margretperfume.com. Check it out. You might not even have known that this icon has this perfume. This is relatively recent, and it's our honor and delight to celebrate it and share it with you here on our show. And another fabulous icon stopping by Lovelady Hall and the Jim Masters Show Live series. Let's take a look at some of the great comments coming in here from all around the world. And again, if you enjoyed this episode of the Jim Masters Show Live series, we would love it if you give the episode a thumbs up like on the YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. That would be spectacular. Leave a comment for us on the channel as well. And of course, subscribe to the channel. We're going to take a look at some of your comments here on air. But first, give this episode a like, this very special episode. Like, share, leave a comment on the YouTube channel underneath the episode. We love seeing your comments. And subscribe to Jim Masters TV, the YouTube channel here. We love that. We welcome all the new subscribers, thousands and thousands of subscribers around the world, and all of those who've been with us almost since day one. Again, as we celebrate Ann-Margret on this episode and all her accomplishments and things that she's still doing and still out there. And as Justin said, extraordinary, still doing her motorcycle and everything else. Lisa is here, and Merlin is here, and welcoming Ann-Margret as well. And Cynthia Catherine Howard is here. Nice to see you, Cynthia Catherine Howard. And happy holidays to everybody. I don't know if you saw, we did a very special Christmas episode with a bevy of celebrity guests. We sang carols. We had a lot of laughs, poignant moments. We did our Christmas special with the Jim Masters show here at Levity Hall, and it was fabulous if you didn't see it. And Sharon Gless was with us just a week or so ago, and so many people are watching that episode as well. Pam says, my mother loved Ms. Margaret, as do I. And wonderful to see you as well. And Toby is watching from California. We wish everybody a beautiful, beautiful holiday season. A very, very Merry Christmas. A continued Happy Hanukkah for all who celebrated Hanukkah when it came. And of course, Kwanzaa, and a Happy New Year as well. What a great episode. And Chris Comer watching from Northern Ireland. Very nice to have you here as well. Just checking in with some of the viewers since our show is live right now. And again, you can always comment at any time in the comment section underneath the episode. Kathleen in New York City, thank you very much. Viva Las Vegas, a great movie with Ann-Margret and Elvis Presley. Absolutely, yes. And we were just thinking of Pocketful of Miracles. You saw it when you were 7. Tommy is a brilliant film. Absolutely. What an unbelievable career. Spot on, Cynthia Catherine Howard. And David Thistle is here. Good to see you, David. And love having you here. David, thanks for the hello. And you love the motorcycle, right? She's been riding motorcycles for decades. She loves them. And Maureen in Arizona says Ann-Margret has had one of the most stellar careers of any actress. I just love her. Absolutely. Kathleen Walker, welcoming her from New York City. Cynthia is saying, welcome, Ann-Margret. You look absolutely beautiful, sweetheart. Greetings from Washington, D.C. Beautiful and beautiful smile from David. Absolutely. If you joined this episode late, happy holidays to Teresa. Thank you for those wishes. Logical Spock is here. Welcome. Hi there, people. Good to see you. If you'd like to see this episode again, you missed it, joined us late. It's archived in its entirety in the JMS archives on our YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV. And cool stuff. We love this. And yes, rest in peace, Bobby Rydell. She was in the movie with him, and she really is fantastic. And and Margaret and the Flintstones, of course, I'm sure very, very fun as well. You say that she looks amazing. Absolutely. You saw Carnal Knowledge. Of course, she was on all the talk shows over the years as well. And Anna Maria C. watching from New York. Hi, Jim and Ann. Been a big fan all my whole life. Mike Ferrante as well. Good to see you, Mike and Anna Marie, watching from Long Island, New York. Big fans of our series as well. Jen Barry in Pennsylvania. And Margaret, you are a lovety. She loved the word lovety. As soon as I said it, she loves that word. She is definitely a Jim Masters show lovety. Great multi-talent, Alan Arkin. Yeah, we talked about that. And Tina Turner as well. And you have been a fan of Ann-Margret's since the 1960s. Pam Stubbs, I believe they're in Maryland. Yes. And you used to get the Estee Lauder perfumes. Yeah, my mother worked for Estee Lauder for 33 years before retiring. And now they're enjoying retirement. A fun show today, absolutely. And Justin, how cool it was to have Justin joining us as well. Justin Chambers, great actor. Hope to have him back on the show too. They are loveties. That was a nice surprise. Well, I knew he was coming on, but I wanted to surprise all of you. And Kathleen says, it was wonderful having you here, Ann. So nice meeting you. Thank you for all the entertainment you have given us. And Pam, thank you, Ms. Ann, for all the joy you gave us through the years. You wish your mother could see this. Well, maybe in spirit, your mom is seeing this, Pam. Love to you as well. You love rock and roll, your era. So get Ann's fabulous new album. Yeah. Thank you for being here today. Ann and Justin, you're both amazing. And thank you for all that you do, honoring our Vietnam vets. God bless you. wish you a very Merry Christmas. You know, I love putting these shows together for all of you and celebrating life and love and entertainment and all these great guests that come in and stop by our show. It was a real pleasure having Ann-Margret with us with the time that we had, and we maximized it. And she was a hoot and a holler, and she was fabulous. You loved it. Thank you very much. So happy that you did. Spread the word. Tell everybody about our show. Kathleen Walker, thank you very much. She just did a super chat in our lovely whole chat room while live. An amazing show. How awesome to see Ann-Margret. Thank you, Jim. Thanks, Ann. God bless you both. Thank you, Kathleen in New York City, for celebrating the Jim Masters Show live series and doing something kind in that nice holiday green there. We appreciate that. And Barbara Wright, Roger and Ann-Margret, such an iconic couple. So sad when he passed. Yes, her husband Roger had passed, and today was his birthday. Barbara Wright, welcome to the Jim Masters Show live. Lovely whole family. It's nice to have you here. Feel free to binge watch over 1,040 other episodes of our series with iconic folks from Hollywood and television and Broadway and film, stage, culinary arts, comedy, sports, and life in general. So nice. Yeah, thank you very much. And Teresa, she's hand pink waving. I love that. Maureen in Arizona, this was indeed a fabulous conversation. Thank you, Jim, for having Ann-Margret and Justin as your guests today and for everything you do to bring us such amazing episodes. The pleasure is absolutely mine. Absolutely. Nan Milligan here. Wonderful as always. Thank you very much, Ann. Nice to see you here as well. Again, Ann-Margret joining us here on the show, and also Justin Chambers here as well. And how cool was it when we showed our famous George Burns, who pops in every once in a while, and then out of the blue, Ann-Margret whips out her little George Burns doll. Now that wasn't scripted. That was just intuition through the airwaves here, through streaming. She had no idea that George Burns was going to appear. And of course, George Burns was one of the folks that really spotted her also in Vegas. And so she had a wonderful, friendship with George Burns. She did a little George Burns too with the voice for us. But when I brought George out and then she brought her George Burns out doll, that was iconic because she didn't know I was going to do this and I didn't know she was going to do it. I knew Justin was coming on, but I didn't know about her showing her George Burns. And it was like right next to her. She just grabbed it and there it was. That was fantastic. That was a very special moment here on JMS. Wasn't that perfect timing? Teresa, you are right. It was perfect timing for both George Burns dolls to appear. That is really, really amazing. Again, let's show you one more time Ann-Margret's fabulous perfume, limited edition. All profits, again, going to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. Ann-Margret, and you see how she spells her name, of course. It's M-A-R-G-R-E-T, AnnMargretPerfume.com. And wow. And again, her new album that was just released with rock and roll duets extraordinary. Ann-Margret, Born to be Wild. And again, showing you just her extraordinary range for all these incredible, iconic movies and everything she's been in, even to be in Grumpy Old Men with, again, Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau. And wasn't that a great story about how Walter Matthau was constantly teasing and sort of pranking on set? And she would have to say, Walter, stop it. We're rolling. We got to get this done. Some great behind the scenes stories of working with other legends and stars. There's the perfume again for all of you to see and to celebrate. And again, she's just really an icon and a very special person, very talented and the real deal. And pow, beautiful inside and out, considered a sex symbol for many years. Just a fabulous, beautiful person inside and out, and really a delight to have on our show in so many different ways. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. And if you'd like to see this again, or for those who are watching this not live, you're watching this later in the archives, we thank you very much for being here. Come see us again. We always have great shows and episodes for all of you here on the Jim Masters Show Live series. If this was your first time stopping by the Jim Masters Show Live series, we welcome you and we thank you very much. A very Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Kwanzaa. All the blessings for the new year. Check out our Christmas episode we did over the weekend. It was spectacular. And we thank you for your time. And come see us again here. We don't say goodbye around here. We say see you later. Ciao, cheers, and all the rest. We love having all of you here. And Cynthia, Catherine Howard in Washington, D.C. says, great to see you, Jim, and all the lovelies. Love to you all, and God bless you. Merry Christmas. You as well, Cynthia in Washington, D.C. We thank Ann-Margret. What a special episode. And Justin Chambers for joining us here on the Jim Masters Show Live series. All right, gang, I'm going to sign off on this episode. Be well. Take care of one another. Love one another. And come see us again here at Loveday Hall. We thank you very much for all of your time. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and celebrate what we're doing here. We're always having a good time with all of you. A happy and a merry from all of us here at the Jim Masters Show Live. We love you. We appreciate you. We wish you nothing but the best for the holiday season. I hope everything that you desire and hope comes your way and into the new year. We've got a fabulous new year planned for you as well, with great guests and great episodes. And Kathleen says, thank you for all you do for us. Relax now. Have a great night. We're going to have some dinner. We're hungry. We didn't talk food with Ann-Margret, but yeah, it's a beautiful time of the year. One of my favorite times of the year. And we love having you here celebrating with us. Be well. Thanks for watching the Jim Masters Show Live series. And again, happy, merry, and we'll see you again on the next episode. We love you all. And cheers.